Hello kids, welcome to another episode of Scratch. I'm still your Scratch tutor, Ijoma. So today we're going to be learning uploading Sprite and backdrop. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive in. So this is what you'll be learning today. You'll learn how to upload and manage Sprite in Scratch animation. And you learn how to upload and manage backdrop in Scratch animation. Remember, for this section we are doing everything animation. We've been doing that and it's been going perfectly well. So here's a mini project we'll be creating. You remember, we always do mini projects in all our classes. We get to perfect what we are learning or to make us learn it more better. So I will import sprites and backdrops, and then we're going to use it to create a project. And the name of the project we'll be creating is What Will I Become? Okay, so the concept of this project is a sprite will appear deep in thought, contemplating different career paths in a color bubbles. Images of various professions will cycle through, and a recorded voice will briefly describe each career. Right? So the sprites we'll be using for this will be Ruby, because Ruby have a costume of where she placed her hand under her jaw thinking. So that's why she's perfect for our project. You know, in Scratch you have to be creative. So I thought deep, and I think she fits into the character I want my project to look like. Okay, so this is how the project will look like. As for the backdrop that you're seeing here, I imported it. You can't find this particular backdrop in your Scratch library. I'm going to show you how to. Okay, and then we're going to flaticon.com. That's the name of the website where we'll be downloading. Okay, we'll be downloading the sprites we're going to use for this project. Alright, so when you get there, there is a space for you to type and search. Don't worry, we're getting there. And then we'll download the sprites that you see. We're going to download a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, a chef, a pilot, a scientist, a nurse, a teacher, and another nurse. Alright, so also go on and download images. For our images, we'll go to our Google and we'll search for animated bedroom, because I mean living room, because we're using a living room. So we'll search for animated living room, and you'll see so many beautiful animated living room, and then we're going to choose the one that have a beautiful couch where we can position Ruby. Okay, and then we are also going to import an animated hospital room, the same way we did with the living room. All right, so that's it. Now we'll have to go to Scratch. All right, let's begin with our project. So we'll delete the cards, because we won't be needing the cards for this project. So we'll go to our sprite library. Ruby is the only sprite to be using from our sprite library today. Okay, Ruby, where is she? She's right here. So you know Ruby have two costumes, right? Let's see the costume she have the standing costume and the sitting costume. So for this project we'll be using the Ruby B, which is the sitting costume. Okay, now go back to our code. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to go and download the living room we'll be using. Okay, so let's go and search for it. Now here is my Google, so I'll just search for, let me just search for animated living room. Enter. Alright, here is animated living room. As you can see on my screen, you have so many options. See, I'm going to click on show more images to explore more images and choose the one that will suit the project I'm creating, right? Alright, this one captured. I think this is the one I used for the slide, so let's use it as well. You see they have so many beautiful stuff right here. Alright, I'm choosing this one. Click on it. Don't know why it's taking time to open though. Okay. Save image as. The option is coming, it's loading, it's just network. Alright, so I'm going to save this image as animated living rooms. This is something that will help me locate it fast while importing it into Scratch. Animated living room, you can save, and then it should be saved in my, you see it's downloading already. Then you see it's downloading. Alright, so the next thing we'll do now is to go back, or let's search for the hospital room and download the both of them immediately before we go to our flat icon. So we'll search for animated hospital room. See so many things. Have so many stuff here. Let's explore and choose a perfect one. All images. We can just choose the one that already have the image of a nurse, right? Okay, let's go for this. Which one are we going for? Now we're looking for the one with the image of a female nurse. Okay, let's go back. Okay, this one is okay. So I will go on and I will also save as animated hospital room. Animated hospital room. Beautiful. Alright, save. And now it's downloading, right? We have animated living room here. We have animated hospital room here. I don't know, network is delaying it from downloading, but while we wait, let's just go back to Scratch and import. Okay, so now let's import the first backdrop. Let's go to backdrop. Let's go to backdrop and import. Animated living room is right here, so we don't have to search. But if you don't If you don't find it immediately you open from your recents, you can just search for it here, the space where my mouse is hovering. Can you see it's important and is white here? But something happened. Look at the stage. The image is looking tiny. It's looking tiny, but we want it to cover the whole stage, okay? You don't want it to be looking this way. So now let's expand. Let's expand to cover everywhere. Expand. Expand. I'm trying to do something. All right. Let's expand it. Okay. But I don't like the way this living room is looking. It's not looking bright. It's not looking bright. We need to go back. Let's go back and look for another living room that will look brighter than this. Let's have a dull, blurry look. Okay, let's search for animated living room again. Okay. The one that have a side seat where we can position our Sprite. What about this one? This is looking colorful. Okay, this one is looking bright. Yeah, it's looking bright. So let's save it and use. Save as. It's coming up. Let's wait for it. Animated living room 2. Animated living room 2. Okay, it's also saving. It's downloading. Oh, it's not downloading. The hospital one didn't download. Oh, cancelled. Oh, okay. We're still going to come back to it. So let's go back and continue. So I don't like this backdrop. We'll delete it later. Let's go and import the one we just downloaded. And ta-da! It's right here. So let's go on and delete this first one. This is looking bright. This is looking bright. So convert to vector so we can expand. To expand you have to convert from bitmap to vector. Okay, this images backdrop, once you get there, it's always set as a bitmap image. So to expand it you have to convert it to vector. All right, more like it. More like it. You can just stretch it out like this. Stretch it out this way. No, take it back. This is much. Okay, beautiful. I love this room. It's looking so colorful. Go back to your code and then let's position Ruby. You have to make her sit down on the chair. Now Ruby is seated on the couch the way I positioned her to. So you remember the concept of our story, right? The concept of our story said that Let's visit it again. The concept of our story said that a sprite will appear deep in thought. That means Ruby will be thinking and she'll be contemplating on different career paths. Then in a call-out bubble, images of various professions will cycle through, and a recorded voice will briefly describe each career. So we're also going to be recording our voice for this project, right? So let's continue and go back. Now it's time for us to create a speech bubble. So to create a speech bubble, click on Ruby, then go to costume, convert to bitmap. Alright, now we're going to click on circle, change this circle to white. Then we need an outline, so get a black outline, take our outline to 5 or so. So now we're going to draw a circle. Alright, remember she will be thinking. So this is it. This is Ruby's thoughts. Right? So to make it look like a speech bubble, you all know how a call out a speech bubble looks like. So we're going to formulate it with the same circle, but now we're going to just small tiny circles. So let's begin. Draw a big circle, bigger one, another bigger one, another bigger one. I'm still gonna draw another one here that'll be smaller than this one we just drew. Alright, and that is her thought. Beautiful, right? Yeah, I know. So now I do think Ruby is looking small. Should we make Ruby big? Alright, let's make Ruby big. Let's make Ruby 120. Alright, Ruby is now 120, so position her where on. She's not looking big. Now she crossed her leg and she will start thinking. So now it's time for us to go and import the images, the sprites that will be showing here. And the sprite we'll be importing is different careers, okay, ranging from pilot, lawyer, doctor, chef, scientist, engineer, teacher, nurse, which is the career she'll settle for. So now let's go back again, and this time around we're searching for flaticon.com. flaticon.com. Okay, so enter. Alright, here is Flaticon. This is what the website looks like. You click on the search. Now the first career I'll be searching for is pilot, so type in pilot here, pilot, enter. Let's wait for it is loading, and then you will see images of so many pilots. So it's left for you to settle for the one you'll be using for a project. Right, so let's choose a female pilot. This is a female pilot, so click on it, and then you're going to save as PNG. Okay, so click on PNG and save. You see free download. You see free download. Alright, it's downloading already. Done. Okay, so let's search for the next image. The next image you'll be downloading is lawyer. So let's search for lawyer. Enter. Alright, we have lawyer here. We have so many lawyers. So we're going to download this one. Remember, you download PNG and free download, and then let's wait for it's done. It's downloaded. So the next image you'll be downloading is doctor. So type in doctor. Let's search. Okay, remember Ruby is a lady, so all the careers we are importing should be that of a lady, because she's envisioning herself becoming that in her thoughts. Okay, PNG download. It's downloading. Let's wait for it. It's taking time. Let's see if it's downloaded already. What's wrong? Doctor is not downloading. Let's try again. Okay, done. Now the next image you'll be downloading is chef. So search for chef. Enter. Chef is coming up. The network is kind of slow, but I already have some of this image on my laptop. So this is how you can download your images. Okay, so let's go back to scratch and import the ones we've downloaded already. So the first image you downloaded was pilot, right? So let's import. So pilot is right here. Open. Alright, here is our pilot and our stage, but she's looking so big. We'll adjust her to fit into the circle we drew here. Okay, so for that we're going to reduce her from size 100 to 50. Let's see. Okay, no, she's still looking big. 30. Reduce it to 30. Perfect. Alright, so let's go and import the rest. So go to your upload and search for the second one. Is lawyer. Where is here? Open. Alright, lawyer is here. So we're also going to reduce the lawyer to 30 as well. Okay, and we'll make a hide, because we'll be calling them out one after the other. When green flag is clicked, hide. It's only going to show when we want it to show, so it should hide. Then import the third image, which is that of the doctor. Oh, doctor is here. Alright, and doctor is right here. Reduce the size to 30 as well and make her hide. When green flag is clicked, hide. Alright, and she's hidden. Now we'll go to our upload again. The next career here is chef. Let's see. Where's chef here? Chef. Do we have? Okay, I think the chef is with the image of cooking, the one I have here. Let's see. All right, that's it. So we're going to change the cooking to chef. Change the name to chef and enter. Then we'll reduce the size to 50 to 30 as well, and then we'll make her hide. When green flag is clicked, go to your legs and let's hide. Beautiful. And click, you've hidden. So the next career here is scientist. Let's go and search for scientist. Search for scientist. Okay, scientist should be something like chemistry. Let me just search for chemistry. Alright, right here. Open. Alright, scientist is right here. So we'll go on and reduce the image to 30 as well. And then when green flag is clicked, you hide. Beautiful. So the next image here is engineer. So we're gonna search again. Let's search for engineer. Oh, engineer is right here. Open. Alright, I have this image. We are supposed to use the female image, so while creating your own project you use female image if you are projecting with a female. Use 30 as well, and you make him hide. When green flag is clicked, hide. Then so now let's import the teacher, the image of the teacher. So click on your upload and then we'll search for teacher. There's a teacher here. Okay, what? Start the teacher. Let's see. That's the teacher. All right, beautiful. That's the teacher. So we're going to change this female to teacher, so it won't get confusing. Okay. Then we're also going to reduce her size to 30, and we're going to hide her. When green flag is clicked, hide. Now, alright, let's upload a nurse. Each of the nurse have like okay, have this green flag is clicked. Hide. Well, this is not the image of the nurse I want us to use for. We'll be using 2 nurses. Let's search for nurse again. Let's use nurse 1. Beautiful. Here's the nurse we'll be using for our Sprite studs. Okay. Let's reduce the size to 30 as well. And we'll do the same thing to this particular image. When green flag is clicked, hide. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. So now we are done importing all our characters. So let's begin. But we're going to make the pilots hide as well, or wait before it appears. We're going to use the wait block. When green flag is clicked, wait. Okay, hide. Wait for. I'm going to make the pilot wait for like 2 seconds, and then it's to show. Then maybe we make Ruby talk for 2 seconds as well. So go to click on Ruby. And let's start. When green flag is clicked, I'm going to record our voice. Okay, so I'm going to record my voice saying what I want Ruby to think out loud. Okay, so go to my sounds, go to record, and then click on record. What will I be in the future? What will I be in the future? Let's record again. I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? Then I'll save. Let's increase the volume. Let's play. I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? Maybe we should change the voice. I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? Alright, this is perfect, right? Then we go back to our code. But before then, we're going to change this record and want to change it to Ruby start. Type in Ruby's dot. Go back to code, go to your sounds, and get. I'm so confused. What will I be in the future?
I'm so confused. What will I be in the future?
Oh, okay. Let's use the broadcast message before the pilot appears instead of the wait block. The wait block isn't working perfectly well. You can actually adjust it, but no. When green flag is clicked, it should just hide. Okay. When Ruby is done talking, she's going to broadcast a message. Then when the pilot receives the message, pilot is going to appear in the thought bubble. So now we're going to make Ruby think of something again. She just said this.
I'm so confused. What will I be in the future?
So now we'll go back to our sounds and we'll make another record. Okay, so click on record and you click on your red button. You already know how to record by now. Okay, so you click on the red button and you record. Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane, they travel the world, and they bring people to new places. Let's record again. I don't like this one, so let's do it again. Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane, they travel around the world, and they bring people to new places. Interesting. Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane, they travel around the world, and they bring people to new places. Interesting. Alright, now we'll save and we'll change the title to the name of the sound. We'll change it to pilot. That's Ruby's thoughts of pilot. Enter. And we'll change it to fast.
Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane, they travel around the world, and they bring people to new places.
Beautiful, right? So we'll go back and we'll add it. Play sound pilot. And so done. Then we're going to broadcast a message as well to make the pilot we'll add our broadcasted message right here. Okay, so when the message broadcasts, the pilot will appear before Ruby continues. So we'll create a message, broadcast a message. So the message we're going to create now, we'll name it pilot. Okay, so then we'll go to pilot, and then when I receive pilot, show, go to this position where she is now, go to this position and show.
I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane, they travel around the world, and they bring people to new places. Interesting.
Then when the voice is done playing, go back to Ruby. She's still going to broadcast another message when she's done. Broadcast. What's the next? We have lawyer next. So she's going to broadcast lawyer, then type it in and press OK. Broadcast lawyer. That's why. So now when I receive lawyer, go to pilot again. When I receive lawyer, hide. When I receive lawyer, go to your looks and get hide. Alright, beautiful. So now we're going to record another voice of Ruby. So when she's done broadcasting this, she'll still say go to sound. It's gonna record another sound. So the next sound we'll be recording now is the thoughts of that's Ruby's thoughts of a lawyer. Lawyer is next, right? Alright, let's begin. Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyers stand for justice. They defend people and they solve legal cases. Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyers stand for justice. They defend people and they solve legal cases. Alright, so go on and we save. Save and we change the recording to lawyer. Beautiful. And make it fast.
Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyers stand for justice. They defend people and they solve legal cases.
Alright, so go on and we add lawyer down here. So as for lawyer, when I receive lawyer, show.
I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane. They travel around the world. And they bring
Going
people
to show at
new
this
places.
position.
Interesting. Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyers stand for justice. They defend people and they solve legal cases.
Alright, so when Ruby is done talking about the lawyer, you're still going to broadcast a message again. So go to your events, get me your broadcast block. Now she's going to broadcast doctor. Doctor is next, right? So we're going to create a new message and we'll label it doctor. Name it doctor and okay. So when I receive doctor, go to lawyer. When I receive doctor, hide. See that? So now go back and record again for doctor. So go to sounds, record. She's going to think again. What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives. They treat people. No, we're not going to use this one. We record. What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives. They treat patients. and keep people healthy.
What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives, they treat patients, and keep people healthy.
Alright, we're going to save and we'll go back and change the voice as usual. I'm going to name this doctor. Enter. And we'll change it to first.
What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives, they treat patients, and keep people healthy.
Beautiful. We'll go back to our code and we'll get the sound. Play doctor till done. So go to doctor. When I receive doctor, show. Remember, doctor is hiding somewhere. So when I receive doctor, show. I'm going to make the doctor show at a particular position. I just want it to show. So I want the doctor to show here. So we're going to go to your emotions and add the position. I go to lawyer. Okay, when I receive doctor, hide. Beautiful. So now
I'm so confused.
we'll go to Ruby again.
Maybe I should become
The next career we have here is a chef. So we're going to
on the bring people to new places. Interesting. Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyer stands for justice. We defend people and solve legal cases. What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives, they treat patients, and keep people healthy.
Alright, now we're going to code for chef. Okay. Or should I become a chef? Chefs create delicious meals. Yummy.
Or should I become a chef? Chefs create delicious meals. Yummy.
Then we'll save. Go back and change the voice to first.
Or should I become a chef?
And then we'll change the
Chefs
recording
create delicious meals.
to
Yummy.
chef. Alright. Go back to code. Go to sounds and drag this and drop it. Why here? So now I'm loving this project. I'm so loving it. So play sound. Then when it's done playing this sound, it's going to broadcast another message. To broadcast the message calling out the next character. So the next character we have there is a scientist. So we're going to create a message and name it scientist. Okay. So as for the chef, when I receive chef, show. When I receive chef, show. And when I receive scientist, hide. Now the chef is going to show at this particular position. Okay. Do you notice that our chef does not have a mouth? You know we can create that, right? You go to your costume and you add mouth. You give your chef a mouth. She's supposed to have mouth like normal humans, right? So let's go to costume. Here's our chefy. So convert to big map to vector and go to your brush We have white. Let's change it to black. Since the eyes is black, I'm gonna use you draw mouth. Something like this. Not bad. Not bad. I can decide to just give a dot on the nose. Now she have eyes, nose, and mouth. So let's go back to our code and continue. Alright. So the next character is scientist. So when I receive scientist, show. When I receive scientist, the scientist is going to show. Go to your looks and get the show block. Show. Make the scientist show at this particular position. Show at this particular position. Let's just position the scientist. That's it. Then okay, then we'll continue. So the next, let's see what you have done so far.
What will I be in the future? Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane, they travel around the world, and they bring people to new places. Interesting. Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyers stand for justice. They defend people and they solve legal cases. What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives, they treat patients, and keep people healthy. Or should I become a chef? Chefs create delicious meals. Yummy!
Alright, now it's time for the scientist. So we're going to record for the scientist. Okay? Click on your red button and record. What if I become a scientist? Scientist works in the lab. They discover new things about the world. That means I'll have to discover things if I become a scientist.
What if I become a scientist? Scientists work in the lab. They discover new things about the world. That means I'll have to discover things if I become a scientist.
So now go back and change the voice as usual.
What if I become a
Change the name.
Scientists who work in the lab, they discover new things about the world.
Scientist.
That means I'll have to discover things.
Go back to your code. Go to sound. Get your scientist's voice recording block, please. Here. So it's going to broadcast again. Broadcasts. Who is next in line? Engineer. We're going to create a message and we'll name the message Engineer. Okay. So as for the scientist, when I receive engineer, I'm going to hide so the engineer can show, because they're all using the same position, right? So then you go to engineer. When I receive engineer, I'm going to show because I'm the engineer. Engineer, I'm going to show. Alright, I'm going to show at this particular position. So we're going to position the engineer. Now let's go back to the motion. Get this, do the same thing, don't hide it. Now go back to Ruby And we'll go to our sound and create a sound for engineer. Alright, so click on record. Let's record a sound for engineer. Or maybe an engineer. Engineers design apps, some build houses, some develop websites and cool digital tools. Amazing. Engineers design apps, some build houses, some develop websites and cool digital tools. Amazing. Then we'll save again. And we change the sound.
Or maybe an engineer.
And we'll name it.
Engineers design apps, some build houses, some develop websites, and cool digital tools. Amazing.
Alright, go to your sound. Get me engineer sound and place it right here. When she's done, she's still going to broadcast another message for the next sprites to come on board. Broadcast. Think teacher. Okay, so go to engineer. When I receive teacher, I hide. When I receive teacher, I'm going to hide so the teacher can show. Then go to teacher. When I receive teacher, I'm going to show myself. Show at a particular position. Teacher is here, so place her here. So she's going to show at that position when we call on her. Okay. Alright, for now. Then go back to Ruby. And Ruby is going to play the sound for the teacher. So let's go to and record Ruby start. So Ruby is going to think of a teacher now. What if I become a teacher? Teachers inspire learning. They help students grow and they shape future generation. What if I become a teacher? Teachers inspire learning. They help students grow and they shape future generation. Then we'll save and we'll change the sound.
What if I become a teacher? Teachers inspire learning. They help students grow and they shape future generation.
Then go back. Go to your sounds, get the teacher sound. You see right here. And she's going to broadcast again. One more thing. I think it's remaining the last character, right? So go to your events and get your broadcast blog. She's going to broadcast nurse. Okay. So go to teacher. When I receive nurse, hide. When I receive nurse, hide. Beautiful. All right, then we go to the nurse. When I receive nurse, I'm going to show. Go to your events. When I receive nurse, nurse is here. Look, show. At this particular position, so it's good you add the positionings so they don't just appear anywhere. Remember, you're trying to make your project as real as possible. So now she's going to think out about the nurse, so record that as well. Now go to our sounds, but before that you click on Ruby and go to sound. Go to your record and then we'll start. Oh, why didn't I think of these things? Now I get it. I'm going to be a nurse. Nurses care for patients, they offer comforts, and they play a vital role in healthcare section. And I so much love caring about people. I'm going to become a nurse.
Oh, why didn't I think of these things? Now I get it. I'm going to be a nurse. Nurses care for patients, they offer comforts, and they play a vital role in healthcare section. And I so much love caring about people. I'm going to become a nurse.
Beautiful. Now we're going to save our project. Then we change the sound to faster, of course. Change the recording to
Why didn't I think
nurse.
of these things? Now I get it. I'm going to be a nurse. Nurses care for patients. They offer
Then we'll go back
comfort.
to our sound. Go to sound. Get play sound nurse until then. And then when she's done, she's going to broadcast another message. So go to broadcast and broadcast next to new message nurse 2. Then we'll save. So when I receive nurse 2, so Ruby is going to broadcast and she will also hide. When I receive nurse 2, hide. Hide. Okay, then Ruby 2. She's going to switch the backdrop. So now it's time to upload the backdrop we wanted to. Animated hospital room, right? Animated hospital room. Let's look for something colorful. Yeah, I think this one is okay. Let's use this one. It looks bright. Yes. So go on and we'll save it. We'll go back to our then we import. Remember, we have to import after downloading. You also import, don't forget that. Animated hospital room. Open. Animated hospital room. Open. Is it important? Why is it not important? So I have to go back again. Search for it. Animated hospital. Hospital. Open. Why is it not responding? Wow. Animated hospital. Oh, we're supposed to do this in the backdrop. Okay. Okay, that's what you're. It's not pulling. Why? So now, let me try another one. Let's look for a beautiful hospital room that's different from this one. Okay. This one, I don't like the color. I don't like the color. Or we can just use image of a nurse already, so we won't have to. But let's use this. Save image. Let's just use hospital room. Or just hospital. Okay, hospital room. Okay, hospital room is here already. Alright, so now we'll go back to scratch and let's see if we can import this. Okay, hospital room is right here. We'll open. Oh, it's importing already. Fantastic. Alright, convert to bitmap. We'll convert to vector. Choose your select and you expand. Okay, to make sure it covers the whole stage. Alright, now go back. So when we're going to add some codes here. When green flag is clicked, switch backdrop to the first backdrop we were using before. Now switch backdrop to living room. Then when I receive which message? When I receive nurse 2. When I receive nurse 2, switch backdrop to hospital room. Perfect. So also made Ruby hide. She's going to broadcast nurse 2 and then she's going to hide. Make her hide. And so when the backdrop switches, we're going to get a sound, the tadan sound, showing that the project is over. So we'll go to our sound and then we'll look for tadan. Tadan! Alright, we'll add the tadan sound. Change the pop to tadan. And that's it. Now we're going to play our project from the beginning to the end. Let's see what we have done. I can't wait to see it.
I'm so confused. What will I be in the future?
No,
Maybe I should.
Ruby is not here. So when green flag is clicked, Ruby should show. Ruby should show.
I'm so confused.
Alright.
I'm so confused. What will I be in the future? Maybe I should become a pilot. Pilots fly a plane. They travel around the world. And they bring people to new places. Interesting. Or should I become a lawyer? Lawyers stand for justice. They defend people and they solve legal cases. What if I become a doctor? Doctors save lives, they treat patients, and keep people healthy. Or should I become a chef? Chefs create delicious meals.
Doctor Dinhan.
Yummy. What if I become a scientist? Scientists work in the lab. They discover new things about the world. That means I'll have to discover things if I become a scientist. Or maybe an engineer. Engineers design art, some build houses, some develop websites, and cool digital tools. Amazing. What if I become a teacher? Teachers inspire learning. They help students grow and they shape future generations. Oh, why don't I think of these things? Now I get it. I'm going to be a nurse. Nurses care for patients, they offer comfort, and they play a vital role in the healthcare section. And I so much love caring about people. I'm going to become a nurse.
And that is the end of today's class. Alright, I hope you loved my project. Me, I also love it and I had fun while creating this project, as you can see. So I'll see you in our next class. Till then, keep scratching. Bye.